Hello? Is anyone there? This is Grimm Grinner, on all channels.
Infected attacks rampant in the GAT. The government failed. Unified in the corporation.
Have a safe day.
Desolation. An endless wasteland.
Nothing but static.
Searching for a shred of hope.
Welcome to the Wastes.
This is Agent Zeta, Elite Code 265201, reporting to the tower regarding the search for rebel target R-77. The target known as R-77, more commonly known outside of the GAT as Grimm Grinner, has evaded capture and is still believed by most agents to be somewhere out in the wastes, potentially near the region known as the Rift. The radiation from that region has been higher than average in recent months, lending to the theory that he is using it to obscure his location and potentially even his broadcast signals. I, however, am of the opinion that R-77 is far more cunning than that. Evasion through the Rift is an amateur tactic and is expected of lesser targets out in the wastes. R-77 has friends, communities, and other hiding spots he can use to avoid capture for short periods. However, with the length of time that he has not been spotted or heard from by any agents, it can only be assumed that he has discovered some new way of evading us. Agents within my own squad have posed the theory that R-77 has somehow left the region entirely, which has been repeatedly opposed, since he is exactly the type of individual to stay and defend his friends. As certain other targets are still active out in the wasteland settlements in this region, it can only be assumed that they have not given up on R-77 being out there somewhere, or even just hiding away and helping from the shadows. That same reasoning is also why the reports of R-77 having been exterminated or perishing out in the wasteland cannot be substantiated by any elite agents. Lesser, corporate-affiliated mercenaries have made reports and spread rumors of finding the remains of R-77, some scraps of gear, or claiming to have exterminated him themselves. Such claims have been proven false, resulting in at least 9 severed contracts, 6 exterminated mercenaries, and 7 agents being sent for reconditioning at the tower. With all of this in mind, it is the determination by myself and the elites within my squad that R-77 is very much alive and still located within the region, albeit in hiding. His activities and reasons for hiding this long are unknown, leading to speculation amongst various corporate agents, which needs to be put to rest while searching continues. Constant rumor-mongering and speculative theorizing without any evidence as to the whereabouts of R-77 will only lead to his sway over the denizens of the wasteland being reinforced and bolster other rebels' resolve. Reconditioning is recommended for agents continuing to spread these rumors, with emphasis on allowing the elite squads to carry out search efforts for R-77 and other associated targets.
Speak your mind, Agent. What else do you have to add to this report?
It is the belief of this agent that the target R-77 is not just hidden away, but in fact somewhere within corporate territory, potentially within the GAT itself.
What brings you to such a conclusion, Agent?
With the constant searching of the wastelands, and lack of any solid evidence on R-77's whereabouts outside of the walls after several months, it cannot be ruled out that he was disguised and picked up by a patrol, or even approached the gates in a disguise to gain entry. I still have not managed to determine a reasoning for why the target would want to be here, but given his history with the corporations and this region, it can only spell danger for anyone he chooses to involve in whatever plans he has. If I could request resources in order to refine my own search within the walls and districts in order to track any rogue signals or leads on new intakes to look into this theory. If R-77 is within the GAT, then it would be that much easier to bring him into the tower and make an example of our most wanted target.
Agent Zeta,
While we at the Tower desire to see the rebels of the wasteland brought to justice or incorporated into service of the corporations, these theories regarding R-77 raise several concerns, especially regarding your obsession with the target. An elite agent of your standing should be above these ideals and needs to remember that the rebels are to be treated as threats who will face their fates in due time. Your consistent dedication has long been an asset. However, dedication to this degree for a singular target is unbecoming of an agent with your status. We would encourage you to attend to these emotional responses you're bringing to your work. You're a top agent, and as such, we would like to avoid a reconditioning session. Instead, we will encourage and approve an allotted time for you to take a corporate retreat. Cool off and come back to this search with renewed vigor, Agent Zeta. With due respect, I would prefer to continue the search while potential leads are still active. Every day that R-77 is out there, the danger to the corporations escalates. Do I have access to the requested resources? Take the time, Agent. We will allocate resources in the meantime to your squad to continue the search, and additional resources will be provided to you on your return. We require you in top form, and this obsessive nature risks compromising your abilities. Understood. Thank you. That is all for this report. Have a safe day. Have a safe day, Agent Zeta.
Welcome to The Waste is a Voice in the Static production, written, starring, and produced by Grimm Grinner Hutchinson. You can find Welcome to The Waste on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and other social media sites, and there's a merch store through Etsy. Links are in the episode description. Welcome to The Waste is also made possible with the love and support of listeners and wastelanders like you. If you want to help support the show on Patreon, that link will also be in the description, alongside the list of monthly supporters. Thanks for listening,